Yo, what's mobbin'? It's your boy Tone Trump, the greatest hustler alive, aka Pretty Tony. Abdul Salam, Ramadan Mubarak to the Muslims. Right now I'm on my favorite station, Philly Fame TV. Y'all know what it is, my brother's show. Another classic in the making. Tone Trump, Philly Fame. Y'all know what time it is. Let's win. Cheer.
Philly Fame. Philly Fame. Alright, man, we live from Philly right now. You know what I mean? It's been a little minute since the last time you was on.
Right.
You know, so I just want to, briefly run down, some of the things that transpired between the last interview and this particular one.
Things with me in particular, with the culture and me as well.
We're gonna start off with you, then we're gonna get to the culture too.
Absolutely. Let me set the setting right now. Right now we in Southwest Philly. Shout out to the whole SWP. Everybody out here that's striving. Of course, all the Muslims, all the artists from out here, all the working class people, the whole Southwest, the whole Philly. But right now, gotta pay homage to where I'm at. I'm in Southwest Philly. I just dropped my sons off at my Omi crib, so I met Show in a little middle meeting spot. So if y'all hear the background, we right in the element, kids playing. It's a beautiful day. I'm pretty as ever. The jersey is shining. You can order this right now. So go ahead. I got to talk my talk.
Yeah. So the AHKILO project. Last time we had you on, you was plugging that. Y'all released the single off of it. Y'all had the video on World Star and all of that. And then
MTV, BET,
right. Yeah, it went
Revolt.
Crazy. He was promoting that it was going to come out.
Right.
And it actually didn't drop.
Right.
Yet. So speak on the status of that project. You and Ceelo Green
First of all, my project was Ceelo Green, 5-time Grammy winner Ceelo Green, a living legend, the multi-platinum superstar, pop star, blues, hip-hop icon, my brother. I appreciate Ceelo for one, because in this industry, as we all know, anybody watching this, anybody that's a part of this industry know, people were quick to tell you, I got you, and nobody keep their word. Ceelo has never lied to me, professionally, personally, looked out for me in so many different ways, invested in me, not just with his time, but with money, took me on tour. We got a bunch of music. But as far as the actual project, AHKILO is done, it's been done, and it's on the way, man. I really wanted a chance to really get it out there in a way. I could have been put it out. Like, if I wanted to just be like, yo, it's on all platforms now, like, Ceelo done gave me the green light, everything is green light, everything is cleared. But I've been really trying to shop the record so I can get the proper promotion, the proper look. I feel too good about these records. And I'm not just saying it because it's my project and it's his project, but I really feel like this is like Grammy nominated, Grammy winning music. I feel like it's right now music, it's timeless. I could put it out now, I could put it out in 2 years, I could have put it out 2 summers ago, and it's gonna stand the test of time. So with that being said, that project will be out this year, inshallah. The project done. It's super solid, but I just really wanted the chance to put it out. I met with some investors, I met with some labels, just trying to find the right home for it so it can be properly promoted and marketed, because that's the key to everything. A lot of people got great projects on iTunes and all this stuff, and nobody never know about it. I don't want that to happen with AHKILO. It's too important to my brand. It's too important for my people. It's too important for Ceelo fans. I got Ceelo on there rapping, like, and people got to realize, since me and Ceelo did our first record, right? People didn't even look at Ceelo like a rapper no more, but since then, he's popped up on the late great Nipsey Hussle album with the Bases Loaded joint. He was on Offset album. He just was on Khaled album and Tyler the Creator album. He was on David Banner album. These all hip hop artists from the culture that you wasn't seeing Ceelo on none of these kind of projects until me and him started mixing, and I started convincing him how important he is to our culture. And now you're seeing a lot of dudes reach out to him, and I'm happy about that. But AHKILO, to all my fans and supporters, I'm a man of my word. And people have heard, we put out a record called Violence with me, him and Chief Keef. We put out Dark Liquor with the video. We put out Power with the video. So everybody knows it's real, show. It ain't like I'm just talking, We got multiple. We got the record 5 out. We got about 4 records we already done put out. That's an EP right there. You know what I mean? If I could make that an EP, the 4 records we put out. 2 videos, both on national TV, both 1 million views. Power got over 1 million streams, and that's just off of me promoting on Instagram and social media. So imagine when we get that push, and inshallah we gonna get that this year. Somebody gonna be smart enough to go into business with us, partner up with us, and y'all will get AHKILO this year, inshallah.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna get your thoughts on, you know, some things in regards to the culture and all that.
Right.
And we also gonna get artists and up-and-coming entertainers and entrepreneurs a little game as well, like we always do.
I got to. That's my job.
Get one more thing on you before we get to that.
Right.
You know, I follow you on the gram, so I see you promote your brand heavy as far as the shirts and the Muslim Don and all of that type of stuff. So just explain that for people that follow you or may not follow you. Explain what's that about and give them a rundown how they can, you know, support it.
Well, the thing is, I wear a lot of hats. You know, I got a lot of jobs, but first and foremost, I'm a Muslim, a proud Muslim, unapologetic Muslim, and incorporating that to my brand was something that was a process. You know what I mean? I come from a lifestyle in the entertainment industry where 3 years ago this time, I was proud to be Muslim, but the way I was representing and carrying it, I wouldn't have wanted to wear it on my chest the way I do now, because I was still living a life of, you know, 1 foot in the street, 1 foot in the music. I was getting high, I was popping bottles, you know, dealing with, you know, all types of women, and, you know, just living a, you know, I'm a black rock star, and I was living that lifestyle, you know, from the time in 2012, 2011 when I signed to Young Jeezy. I've been touring consistently since then. So seeing the world, being young and dumb, you know, wasting money, wasting time, wasting life, you know, things that I'm not proud of, but it's my reality. But now as I've grown mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and grown as a man, grown as a Muslim, I've incorporated that to my brand. So when you see the Muslim Don, it's a thing I take pride in. You know, it's not about, you know, people say, well, what is a Muslim Don? It's just a movement that I started that's based on being God-loving, God-fearing, being honorable, being loyal, being respectful to women, you know, taking care of your children, respecting women, you know, wanting for your brother what you want for yourself, you know, and just, you know, just being with a Muslim and being with a man is all about. And also coming from a background of the streets and coming from a background of, you know, entertainment and so forth, I know there's a lot of people that relate to my lifestyle. You know, people see me all tatted up and be like, well, how you Muslim with all them tattoos? And, you know, Allah is the most merciful. People aren't merciful like that, but Allah is. But to speak on the brand is just been a blessing to me, man, because I've been looking for a way to make halal money, which means permissible money, because right now it's Ramadan. I'm not recording no music, I'm not putting out no music, I'm not doing no shows, I'm not doing no hostings, but bills still got to get paid, the kids still got to eat, I still got to eat. So the brand of me selling my clothing and my merch has allowed me to be able to still make money without having to do the things that I do with my, you know, my everyday life and my everyday living. And I want you right now while I'm talking about the Muslim Don merch, I want you to take pictures from my actual merch page and show people from all walks of life. I know how good you are at this show. So right now, look at this. You see families. You see brothers from different races. You see brothers from all backgrounds. Look, as he's showing y'all, everybody's selling merch, but who's buying it? Who's wearing it? I don't have the most fans. I got the best fans. And right now, this is actually the newest thing I'm about to come with, as you can see. You know, Mitchell and Ness type level. You know what I mean? Shout out to Thrilly Throwbacks. I collab with him on this, and I got the Tone Trump jerseys. You know what I mean? 54, 5'4", my jersey number representing my street. It's the team I play for right here. And the special thing about this jersey is it was inspired by the Sixers championship year. I was looking at my Moses Malone throwback, and I wanted to do something for me. See the pretty Tony on the back. You know what I'm saying? So everything is about being proud. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when Donald Trump won the presidency, he brought so much hate. People was, you know, trying to hide their Islam and almost be, you know, scared to represent that they was Muslim. And I wanted to give people something they could be proud of. And I'm introducing a lot of new products. This is the first time I'm showing this. People know we wear kafaya scarves, so with an urban twist. Shout out to Cap Swag, my partner Mo. I'm gonna be introducing. This is the first time I'm showing this, so I'm glad to be able to show this to you. It's the kafaya hats. We're gonna have these in red and black hats, bucket hats, dad hats, stuff like that. The Muslim Don stuff is obviously my biggest seller, but I got stuff like this: Iman versus everybody. Iman means faith, so that's just your faith versus any and everybody. They don't do this on your interviews. They don't come like this. They don't come prepared. The halal means permissible, so, you know, representing like that. Obviously, what you brought up was the Muslim Don, which is my biggest seller. This is Balmain inspired. You know, that's what the font comes from. And, this is another big seller right here. This is the Gucci colorway with the halal. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just keeping it moving. And also, last time we was talking about CDs, you know, people remember we were saying about people saying people don't buy CDs no more. I wanted to just show people, you know, how serious I take it. You see the plastic on my joints. You see the barcode. Who you know doing this at this level? You know what I'm saying? Barcodes, official scans, still shipping out. This way I own all my music. When I sell this, I don't have to give nobody a cut. It's 100% goes to me and my family. I'm gonna keep printing these up. These will be like my vinyls. These will be like my albums. And my fan base supported. This right here is my project, American Hustler. I got Styles P on here. I got Freeway on here. I got Gillie on here. I got Dice Roll on here. I got Chief Keef on here. Of course, I got Ceelo Green on here. My little brother Moolery. This is a great project, man. And I definitely want everybody to check this out. Kill Keem on there, free Kill Keem. But y'all see how I'm doing it. Like this is the real deal. And just showing what I put into my product. I see so many people doing interviews and they brag about money, they brag about hustling, they brag about, but they don't put no money into their product. I mean, who you know from Philly that's gonna give it up like this? Not even just Philly. I don't even want to make it local. Period in the culture right now. I'm fasting right now. This plastic tastes good. I'm so hungry. I just want to show them how serious it is, show. And I use this also for like a business card. So if I'm in Miami, I'm at the airport. I see how I give it up. Real plastic on it. I mean, who still care like that? Y'all see the CD? This the CD I told you about when I sold on my last interview when I said I sold the CD for $1,500. Thank yous and all that like back in the day. Real booklet, real barcode, real plastic. And you could get this right now. You know what I'm saying? You hit Tone Trump INC@gmail.com on PayPal. You PayPal me, send as a gift, send $20. Matter of fact, since I'm on Philly Fame, send $15. I sign it, mail it right to you. If you from overseas, of course you gotta take care of shipping, but it's a classic right here, man.
Okay. Now let's get into some things going on with culture, Philly culture, and the culture in general. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
So, in recent time, with recent months.
And just so you know, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. I don't just walk around like this. I bought this just for this interview. We scheduled this interview last night, right?
Right.
We scheduled this interview last night. I hit Chink the barber up. I got me just for you. I went and got a $100 haircut at the house. Shout out to Chink the barber, the best barber in the city. I know that's gonna start a controversy right there, but I back my barber. That's my brother too. Shout out to Chink. And I went and grabbed a few things. I would have bought more, but it was so last minute. But I just wanted to showcase my brand. Not even knowing you was gonna ask that question. I appreciate you asking that question. And also for anybody that want to support, the link in all my social media bios to take you right to my merch. So you can go to Right to Tone Trump on Instagram. Everything is my name. You can put my @ right here. My Instagram, my Twitter. Both pages verified, certified, so you know it's me. You see the blue check. You hit that link in my bio and get your shop on. Right now it's Ramadan. Get them blessings. Support my halal hustle. Inshallah. I love y'all. But go ahead, bro.
Some months back, taking it back further, the situation with Ralo happened. He get indicted by the feds. Then Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Man, you can't say Ralo name with that rat name in the sand. You got.
No, I'm just saying that they all got indicted.
Right.
And then more recently, AR-AB and his team get indicted by the feds.
My brother.
So I really want you to let's start with because I know you had a relationship with Ralo.
That's my brother.
Now, so speak a little bit on that situation, and then what the AB situation, Ben's do. All of them getting indicted like that.
Both situations is so sensitive because it's open situations, but what I will say is, I'm making heavy du'as and heavy sincere supplications and sincere prayers in both those situations because I know both Ralo and AR-AB outside of their personas, outside of their images. I spoke to them both as men and as Muslims. When I met Ralo, the first thing we did was we prayed together. That's deeper than rap. You know what I mean? Last time me and AR-AB was on the phone, we was on the phone for over an hour. We didn't really talk about rap. So it's like, I know them as men. And I know Terrell, I know Abdul. So my main thing is I'm making dua for them. I know them both to be great fathers, leaders of men. And everybody else involved in their situation, because I know other people in the situation, like, AR-AB little brother, Mullah, I would see every Friday at Mukbil, at Juma, striving, trying to, I don't care what nobody doing on the street. When you striving, because this Philadelphia where everybody proclaims to be Muslim, and everybody don't go every Friday. That little brother was in there every Friday. Him and various members of his team other brothers that I would see every Friday. I would see young Moolah in there, and I'm praying for them brothers. I can't speak too much on their situation because it's open and it's sensitive, but I feel like they're both not guilty. I feel like they're being targeted for things that have nothing to do with the actual crimes they charged of. And I know somebody like me, I'm constantly harassed and watched by authorities, and you know, I don't play with them people, man. Like, I'm God-fearing, I fear nothing but the law, but I'm very aware of what's going on. I know what I represent, I know what I believe, and I know what comes with that. You know, they targeted men far greater than me and Ralo and AR-AB when you think about Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X and, you know, the numerous and many of men of our cloth that they've targeted. So it's like, we know what come with this, and they're strong brothers. And one thing I can say in both those situations, you ain't hearing the stuff you heard from that other rat that you brought up, you know what I mean? You ain't hearing nothing from them camps like that. So I'm just praying for them brothers and representing for them brothers. Free all the ox, you know, from F.A.M.E Goon, you know, when my brother Cut, you know, and everybody over there, man, and from OBH as well, man, the whole OBH. Shout out to my brother Dark Low, had a successful surgery. My brother Freeway had a, you know, let's talk good news, you know, we don't want to just talk indictments. Those brothers both had very rare and successful surgery, so may Allah guide them and keep them safe. And free the whole OBH, free the whole F.A.M.E Goon, free all the ox, free Imam Jamil, free Ace Capone, bring all my brothers home, inshallah. So, you know, that's where I stand with that, man. I'm just praying for brothers, and I want all the artists that's watching this to be aware. Be aware about who you talk to, you know what I'm saying? You want to do it, I know it's so attractive to go on certain platforms, but if you see a pattern, if you see people like I spoke on your platform way before AR-AB got indicted, I talked about DJ Vlad being a coward and being somebody that works with the police. Everybody jumped on that bandwagon after Ralo and AB got locked up. You can go back to the archives of our Philly F.A.M.E interview, what was that, 2-3 years ago? When I was telling people about how much of a coward Vlad is. Vlad told me personally that he gave my information to the police off a phone conversation we had, where I got a little upset with him and I said some things to him, and he told me personally, I gave all your information to the police. I ain't no street dude, I don't want no trouble. Got me banned from the Universal building, the same building where Def Jam and all the major labels at. So I was telling people about this years ago, and I guess people thought I was hating. I never hated. I've been on every platform. I was on DJ Vlad before people knew what Vlad was. I was on Say Cheese before people knew what that was. I was on Philly F.A.M.E before y'all knew what that was. I don't wait. I don't bandwagon. I don't wait till these brothers' platforms blow up. When they reach out, if I got time, I do it, and we make classics every time out. World Star, before y'all knew what it was. I was World Star Tony when y'all ain't know what it was. So it's like all the platforms, they show me love and I show it back. One hand wash the other, both wash the face. Free the whole F.A.M.E Goon, free the whole OBH, free all the Muslims, free all the brothers of honor. And as far as like the rats, I don't have no comment on none of them rats, man. And all the brothers, learn from all them situations. You know what I mean? Even the situation with that rat from New York. Like, you know what I mean? He had some dudes around him who appeared to be very solid, who was blinded by the lights of the scenes. I mean, I don't want to judge them brothers, but you know, they was getting money and traveling with him. They should have seen something in that coward. And I ain't judging, because I had a dude running with me who turned out to be a rat. You know what I mean? Who turned out to be a coward rat, wearing wires on people, wearing wires on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say his name, but people watching, y'all know who the rat was that around me, so I ain't judging nobody. But we all got to be more mindful, be more smart. Because these dudes come in all walks, they never look like cops, they look like us. And they be cold cops. The dude that told on me, prayed with me, went to the masjid with me. I had helped bail him out of jail, took him on tour with me, anything you could think of. The whole world thought he was my real brother. Right, Show? Right. Not my play brother, not part of my crew. It's people that still think that coward rat is my brother. He's never been it was my brother in faith when I thought he was Muslim. But I just don't feel like another Muslim would even do what he did to not just me, but other Muslims. He told on people and, you know, took people away from their kids and wearing wires and real cop shit. No love, no honor for a rat. A rat can never be honorable. Ain't no forgiving no rats, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just praying for all my brothers in that situations. And to all the young brothers in the streets, if you got an opportunity to get out, man. It's no win no more. The game is just, it's fixed. Everybody's telling. Get out of that shit, man.
Let's switch gears a little bit.
Let's do it.
I want you to speak on the state of Philly hip-hop currently. I mean, because you've been around from the DVD era, so you've seen how it transitioned to where it is now, how the young guys is coming up. So speak on your thoughts on what's going on today in the city.
But right now, let the record show it's Ramadan, so I'm trying to answer all questions as positive as possible. I wasn't even doing no press for this month, but show is more than just an interviewer to me. This is my family. So when he reach out, telling him no is not an option. So I'm trying to answer every question as positive as possible. So the one thing you said is the young brothers coming up. So I'll highlight the positive. That's the one thing I'm happy about. So when I see guys like, I don't even want to name them, man, like, cause there's so many dudes doing their thing, but it's a lot, I'm happy for all of them. You know what I mean? There's so many young brothers doing their thing. I want to see them all win. You know what I mean? I want to see them all win. So it's like, I don't gotta be the biggest fan of a lot of it because we all from different eras, like you said. So I might not always get the fashion or get the music that they make, but if I'm seeing brothers change lives around them and taking 10 other more brothers on the road with them, and this is stuff that we was all doing when I was tearing up the road 7, 8, 9 years ago. The only other person I would see on the road was Meek Mills. I would go places and Meek can attest to this. I would be in LA partying. He'd be the only other person from Philly in there of note. I wasn't seeing a lot of brothers. Now when I be traveling, I'm seeing different brothers at the airports. I'm seeing brothers, you know, South by Southwest having a Philly presence. And I was going to like conventions and festivals 10 years ago, and I'd be the only person there from Philly. Now when I go to these same places, I'm seeing artists from Philly from all levels, from dudes who I don't know to dudes who is on the cover of magazines and XXL. So I'm proud of all of them, you know what I mean? And I send them all love. And I see everything that's going on to a certain extent, but I just want to see everybody win, man. I think now a lot of artists are smartening up. They finding ways to make money, and I'm a fan of that. I want to see dudes eat, like get money, man, and put other people on, open doors, don't be no hater. Show love, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Philly got the term Dickie, and people be scared to show love, you know what I mean? I never, you know, when I get on these interviews, and I can't say that, I said I wasn't gonna say no names, but after saying that, I have to say some names. So, like, I don't know if y'all up on Moolery yet. I think Moolery is one of the next superstars from Philly. I think he's super gifted and talented. He's from West Philly. I used to get money with his dad years and years ago. And now he's a superstar artist to me. He just need the right push and the right look. And after Ramadan, I'm sitting down with him. I'm thinking about doing some like consulting and management with him and just bringing him along. And you know what I mean? I love Moolery. I love Quilly, man. Quilly is another one I see striving. You know what I mean? I hear all the other stuff and see a lot of the other stuff. I don't gotta be a fan of everything he do, but one thing I am a fan of, he a praying Muslim. He strive. I see him last time I seen him was at Mukbil. It's the time before that I seen him, it was at Germantown Masjid. He's somebody I see striving, and I think he's super talented, and I hope he get it together and focus and get all the money that this game owe him, because guys like him, the game owe him, and the game owe guys like y'all. The game, you know, just because it owe you don't mean you're gonna get it though, because like I look at all the, like when you say we was from the DVD era, so many of them brothers I see now on Instagram running so far behind because they wasn't taking care of their business, and now they trying to catch up and trying to learn the internet now when they should have been already learned it. But I'm still rooting for all them bulls. But it's a lot of talent out here, man. From behind the scene guys, we got some of the best engineers in Philly. Guys like Jay Bay, my engineer. Guys like Maul Gates from Heat Factory, black-owned studio. You know what I'm saying? So many talented producers. I just signed a producer named Aki on the block. He from Queens, New York, from Pakistani descent, Muslim brother, super talented. But you know, we got so many talented producers here. You know what I mean? So many talented artists. We just got, you know, everybody be like, we got to come together. No, everybody got to handle their business, and then we got to come together. Because we just come together and don't nobody know what they doing. What's the point? We got to have a plan. And then the winners got to come together, and the strivers and the hustlers got to come together, the right people. But there's so many talented people. Benny Black, graphic artists. It's not just about rap. People behind the cameras, of course. People like Showtime. People like my visual director, Taya Simmons. And it's a bunch of talented people, man. My boy Patrick, he's a photographer from Philly. Natty Photos. There's just so many talented people. This is an artistic town, man. And I'm proud to be a part of it, from dancers to everything. I see what Mont Brown is doing on a different tip. Mont Brown is doing stuff with philanthropy and with fashion. I be trying to, you know, show love to different people. Seeing how people work in the internet, you know what I mean? Shout to Bugsy. I see Bugsy take his cell phone and create a wave off the slick talks. I think that's brilliant. I don't do no hating. When you securing your manhood, you don't gotta do no hating. I'm proud of everybody, but none of them look better than me. None of them are better than me. So I can show love and be confident. I'm pretty Tony. I can show love to everybody, and I genuinely want to see everybody win, because I don't feel like I'm gonna be blessed if I'm hating on nobody. So I'm showing love to everybody, man. There's a lot of talented dudes out here, and I'm genuinely rooting for all of them. Freeway, my brother Freeway, of course, the living legend. I seen State Property get back together. I thought that was great. I would love to see Major Figures get back together. That's my era. I would love a dope tour with like the Figures, Most Wanted, State Property. They should let me put that together.
That would be heavy.
Inshallah, that would be dope, man. Wouldn't that be dope?
That would be heavy.
I was on tour with Ceelo, and then Goody Mob just got. I'm sorry, Dungeon Family just got off tour. One of the most legendary crews. And I was watching how they did it. They didn't do separate sets, so they was just literally going in and out, pause. And imagine that, like if like Spade came out and did, you know what I mean? They come out and do Dead Man Walking, and then Matt go into his band from TV joint, and then Freak do his 1-900. I can't give it too much. I might end up putting this together. But I think we need to get that together. Inshallah, all them brothers come together. There's too much money on the table. I love what Ralo is doing. I can't get on camera. Ralo used to call me from prison, yo, telling me everything he's doing now. And I get so many jail calls. I'd be lying if I said I 100% believe Ralo when he was telling me this. I ain't doubt the brother, but to see what he did in this short period of time, yo, if you watching this and you've been out here all this time, that man was down 20 years. And look how quick he got it super popping. No excuses, man. No excuses. Shout to Gil too. I text Gil the other day. Gil has found a way to keep himself relevant for 2 decades. 2 decades, bro. You know how hard it is to be relevant for 2 months, 2 summers, let alone 2 decades? It's people that love Gillie now. Gillie about to have 1 million followers on Instagram. And it's a lot of them people that don't even know him as Gillie the Kid, 80 Carat Kid, the Appetizers, the Marijuana High, the Cash Money Days, the MF 2000. You know what I mean? They don't even know that. They know him as the internet sensation with Ralo and all that, like what they built. That's powerful, bro. That's 20 years of relevancy. And I ain't just telling him on camera. I hit his phone. I text him like, yo, bro, I respect it. Because I'm in this. I'm in the same build. I'm in the same industry. And I appreciate Beanie Siegel. I appreciate Gillie, Spado. Yo, you know why I appreciate them? Because they showed me another way to get money. I travel the world. I just got booked for Australia, mashallah. I just got booked. You know, I'm constantly in Canada. I would have not known this was possible if it wasn't for Major Figures, State Property, Philly's Most Wanted. For them making rap so cool to me, for me, you know what I mean, Freeways, for them, like, I gotta thank them every chance I get. I appreciate them, man. And more people should thank them. Just like the new kids that's trying to pop up now and be internet sensations, they should be thanking Uzi and P&B and all these dudes that's showing you how quick they got it rocking off the net and so forth. So, show love, man. Show love. Welcome home Mike Knox too, man. Mike Knox about to get it rocking. I just seen some footage of him coming home. Me and Mike Knox been talking. Like right now, I'm not doing no music because of Ramadan, but as soon as Ramadan over, I'm meeting Knox in the studio. You know what I mean? You the first person I'm telling that to. We gotta get some money together. Shout to Vague, shout to I Vegas, shout to Kotic. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout, man. I ain't even gonna talk about it too much, but shout to Knox, man. Shout to 50 for welcoming my boy home and how he did, you know what I mean? And be on the lookout. Knox got a project coming out, Hunger for Success. I think that's the title of it. Be on the lookout for that. Welcome home. You know what I mean? Free all the honor.
It's funny when you said like you had Gillie on your album and you actually had communicated with him recently through text, basically congratulating him and all that. And then you said you about to get in the studio with Mike Knox once Ramadan over and all that, because he just came home from like 7 years, I think.
7
years.
years.
I mean? So at one point in time,
free Murder too. He was on Knox indictment, so free him too. He ain't home yet.
Word. So it was funny that you say that, because it was one point in time where you wasn't as on good terms with those guys.
Who?
So
Gillie and
you with Gillie and Mike Knox.
Right.
So to be where you at with it now, I never ever heard the story, I think, on how y'all got cool. Like, did it just die down and y'all had a conversation years later? Or did y'all actually squash it and then get cool? Like, how did that transpire?
Well, the issue, it's funny, man, because the issue with Gillie, right, was always crazy to me and always a misunderstanding. Like it's funny because they kind of started at the same time. Like, right around the time where me and Knox was kind of like going our own way, right? Knox had called me one day and was like, he was at the studio with Gillie and them niggas. This was back, remember when it was like the Batcave was like a thing, like it was like everybody was like, it was like you was probably the part of that circle or you wasn't. And Knox had called me one day, was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, man, I'm here in the studio, man. And Gil, somebody said you was talking about Gil, you was dissing him on some DVD or some shit, and it was totally false. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, my name was in a lot of stuff because I was doing a lot of dissing niggas on DVD, so I understood why Gil believed it. But right when Knox told me that, I literally got in the car, went straight to the back cave, just me and a female, got out the car, looked Gil in his eyes and was like, fam, I don't know what they talking about. I swore to him as Muslim, like, wallahi, I didn't diss you. I don't know what they talking about, but it was always like, it just was like a weird energy. I never dissed him. He never really dissed me, but we definitely wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? And then when me and Knox had our falling out, the lines was drawn because then Knox had got cool. He was cool with Gillie and them, so it was like I was going through it with Knox. So if you were standing with Knox, I looked at you like you was against me too. So it was like a gradual process of, I don't really remember like what happened, how me and Gil kind of got like alright again. But before me and Gil ever had that issue, Gil knew how much I loved him and how much I loved the figures. Like, I wrote Spado, like, and Spado could vouch for this, wallahi. I wrote Spado in jail when I didn't even know him. I wrote him literally like as a fan. Like, I just was starting to rap, and he was one of my favorite rappers. His album, you remember Independence Day, Spado album? That was like Ready to Die to me. That was like Reasonable Doubt to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I always loved the figures. Gil was a time where, it's funny, like, some of the people I had issues with, I wound up having an issue with Oskino later on. Oskino and Gillie was like my favorite rappers before I was rapping. So to grow up to have an issue with them, it was almost like dope to me in a little way, because it was like, damn, like, I was just happy these niggas knew who I was, and now I got like beef with Oskino from State Property and Gillie from the figures. But I'm glad that shit is all dead. And with Knox was my big brother, so it was like I was growing into my own, bossing up, being a man, being a boss. I ain't want to be nobody's little brother. I ain't want to be a part of the group no more. It was things I ain't like. It was things, and I handled things wrong, and he handled things wrong. And we just, when we finally sat down, because that was probably my realest situation, like, because I know Knox, and I know how Knox give it up. So when me and Knox had an issue, I was moving militant. Like, I was looking at like, I'm not going to have this nigga jump out on me while I'm getting Dutches and knock me out on camera and no shit like that. You know what I mean? So while me and Knox had an issue, I was moving like I was at war. And that's not a fun thing when it's your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was moving like I was at war, because I was at war. And then I knew niggas was so scared of Knox, I was gaining all these other enemies because niggas had to pick a side, and they was so scared of him, they was just like, well, fuck Tone Trump too. You know what I mean? But we got through all that, man, and inshallah we can all get some money together. Like I said, like, you know what I mean, before it was ever an issue, it was love, and after it was an issue, it was love. So I ain't really got no issues with nobody, bro, especially from Philly. You know what I mean? I'm just too blessed, and I'm in too much of a great position to use my power, my platform, my energy to down or diss or disrespect anybody from the town, man. I'm trying to uplift, you know what I'm saying? So it's all love, man. It's all love. And all them situations was just like, they super old, but they was real. And one thing I can say about what we know about beef in Philly is that shit can go from an internet and a DVD disc to gunshots in 1 second. We all know that. And I ain't trying to spend no lawyer money off no rap beef. I've done it before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm moving smarter. I'm moving stronger than I ever been. You know what I mean? Like right now I could probably handle a beef better than ever. But why would I want to use my soldiers in that manner? You know what I mean? I'd rather call my homies and say we got a flight tomorrow than call my homies and say, yo, we got beef with so-and-so. That shit corny and played out. You know what I mean? I deal with a grown woman. I'm not gonna be laying in the bed talking about a rat beef. She'll look at me like I'm silly. You know what I'm saying? That's silly shit. So I'm about uplifting. I'm about the whole town. I'm about the whole Philly. Shout to Gillie. Shout to Oskino. He doing his art thing now. Anybody I ever had an issue with, you know what I mean? Joey Jihad. You know what I'm saying? I see him about to make a comeback. I hope everything go good. I want the best for everybody. If I ever had an issue with anybody, I ain't on no We Are the World shit. There's a couple people who I probably never like, but that don't mean I gotta diss them on camera either. You know what I mean? Moving forward and just bossing up, killing with success. Let them see me with this beautiful jersey on, which you can pre-order right now. These jerseys is $150. And they amazing. It's Mitchell & Ness quad. It's better than Mitchell & Ness. Yeah, it's me. So get your jersey right now, man. Hit me on the DM, hit my PayPal, hit my link in my bio for my site, everything. And let's get it popping, man.
So I know you say you want to be keep it super positive because we're in the middle of Ramadan right now.
But you gotta be you.
But I do got one not even, it ain't even that negative for real. But it's just you brought up the situation with Quill and you spoke on this because you know his talent and all that. Like nobody can deny that, obviously. But you know he did have some controversial stuff going on as of lately, like going at Meek add as more recent stuff. And you know, a lot of stuff on the gram, like Quill been trending like as of recently for the stuff he been doing. So as a person who watch the culture and pay attention to everything, what's your thoughts on it? Like when you see the stuff that he doing, even though you know he got the talent, but the other stuff he doing, like when you see the videos, what's your thoughts?
I probably would tell him personally my thoughts. You know what I mean? The reminder benefits the believer, and him being my brother in faith. Like, it ain't just like me and him gonna see this. So I was like, I wouldn't want to go on camera and say, you know, how I all the way feel about some of the things. But what I will say on camera is I feel like he's talented enough that he don't gotta do none of that extra stuff to trend. I think a lot of people gotta do stuff like that to trend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he could put out a song and be talked about. You know what I mean? He could freestyle. He could, you know, he could utilize his phone and just give up bars and trend. You know what I mean? He clever with the slang. You know what I mean? A lot of things he do is trend setting. So I feel like he don't gotta do the extra stuff. But as far as like the antics and stuff and the different things I see, I'd rather tell my brother to his face than on camera, and you know what I mean, and just, you know, pull his coattails like I would hope he would do for me. I've made plenty of mistakes on camera, and I've had people address me on camera, and that ain't feel good sometimes. So, and I've had people address me in private, and it's not what you say to your brother, it's how you say it and where you say it. So I would probably tell him personally, you know what I mean, if the timing was right. Because last time I seen him, like I said, we was at Masjid Mukbil, and I ain't about to talk to him about no rap stuff or no Instagram. I'm more so just, you know, greet him, show him love, tell him it's good to see him. But I will say, like, you talented, little bro. You don't got to do all of that, and you don't got to, you know what I mean, you don't got to talk bad about nobody or start no beefs and whatever. And at the same time, in his defense, you just said he trending and all that. So in the business we in, it's hard to tell somebody change or switch up something if it's working, if it's benefiting their pockets or their brand, which I don't know his business, but I will holler at him personally, you know what I'm saying, just because he is my brother in faith, and I send him nothing but love, you know what I'm saying, and not just him, but anybody that's out here striving to win and do their thing, man. Be smart and just know that all these cameras and everything and Instagram is public record. Every trial I've been to in the last few years, even if you watch these Philly Fame interviews, I've watched you talk to so many different brothers that was indicted, and one thing they all got in common is what? Something about social media was brought up in their case.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? My brother Kill King, who right now, we, you know, inshallah, we fighting to get him an appeal. His trial, I was there every day, and they was bringing up rap DVDs and social media and a murder trial. So this is something that they gonna do. So we just gotta be smart and mindful about what we do and protect ourselves and the people around us. We gotta do better, we gotta be better, inshallah. So I send nothing but love. I send nothing but love to him. I send nothing but love to Philly Fame and to all the Philly artists and all the artists all over the world, because when you're talking to me, the world watching right now. So to all my supporters in Australia, New Zealand, the Middle East, all the UAE, everybody in the suburbs, Norristown, Coatesville, Chester, Pottstown, South Jersey, New York, which always embraces me, all the DJs, everybody that put their camera in front of me to let me talk, everybody that's bought the merch, everybody that's streamed my music, bought a CD. I'm just grateful, man. And my Lord promised that if you're grateful, I'll give you more. I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I'm thankful. And I'm still wavy, and I'm still me, man. You know what I mean? My energy is not as up as it usually is, because I'm in the middle of fasting and striving and growing and learning. But guess what? We're going to keep pushing. Philly Fame, Tone Trump. Y'all know every time we get together is a classic. And I got to leave them with some game, show. So the one thing I want to say right now is I just want everybody to control ownership. Control your ownership. And I know it's easier said than done, but like anything you sell, 100% of something is the best thing you can have. So whether it's your shirts, your clothing, your merch, your music, find a way for you to own it. The days of getting people to sponsor you, the days of running up to these labels and all that stuff, them days is over. You be the label. I get so many DMs like, yo, bro, I want to be a part of your team. Build your own team. Let's meet at the top. Let's have something to offer each other. One hand wash the other, both wash the face. Like, I can't sign everybody. That don't mean I won't sign nobody, but come in somebody DM or come to somebody email with a partnership, with some benefit. Boss up or get bossed around, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the fact. I saw a meme today where it says your boss will never pay you enough to be his neighbor, and I thought that was ill. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for any boss. If you come work for me, you ain't making what I'm gonna make. You know what I mean? You can sell shirts for me all day, but you ain't gonna make what you make if you sold your own shirts. So I'm gonna leave with that, man. Always try to get some game, man. And to the Muslims, I love y'all. And you know, one does not truly believe until you want for your brother what you want for yourself, and love for your brother what you love for yourself. Hating is played out and been played out, man. Try showing love and watch how the love come back to you. If they ain't hating, you ain't winning. Let's win. Make sure you check out my website, www.247, the numbers 247trump.com. And like I said, on social media, everything is my name. Everything is verified, from Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter. It's just the @ToneTrump. I love y'all. Let's win. Shit.